crafters, I'm JanB and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I'm going to show you how I decorated one of our acetate boxes. Our boxes come in a packet of 10. They're flat packed and you just need to assemble them yourself. Quite easy to do, and I'll show you how to do that. This is the gold foil snowflake that I used on this one, and this one shows what the box looks when it's empty. I'm trying not to cause too much shine on this. I've got so many lights above me. Well, no, not so many, but they're just bright lights. And I'm trying not to get too much reflection for you. So that's what the gold one looks, filled up and empty, because you could use this to as a gift box and maybe put a diary in there for somebody. You could just wrap it round with a piece of gold tissue and make a really nice gift, or maybe a silk scarf. And this is what it looks like if you use a silver foil snowflake, and this is what the silver one looks like empty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a gold one, because I've run out of silver snowflakes. So the card pieces that the cardstock you're going to need is a piece of Year of Cheer Specialty Designer Series paper that measures 2 inches by 11 1/8 inches, which is 5 centimetres by 28.3 centimetres. And you need a scrap to cut out a circle that probably measures a bit, something like 2 inches by 2 inches, a bit smaller than that, which is about 5 by 5 centimetres. So first of all, I'll show you how to make the box up. So first of all, you're going to work on the two sides. If you just slip your hand inside and fold on that crease, you'll find it's really very easy to do. And then fold on the other side. Okay, so that gives you basically your box. And then fold the tabs down inside. The only bit that's a little bit tricky to do is this, where are we? This second back fold here. So what I find it's easiest to do is if you flatten that down again and then you push that so the second one folds, give it a crease and then fold that one over. And then if you go down to the other end, push the tabs in and then flatten it again and then fold it so that you can get the crease on that back one. Lift it up again and then push that one down. So push the box back into shape, bring the tabs back up. The flap of the box has been designed so it's got two little slits here. So when this gets closed down, these will slot into that and it will keep the box closed for you. So there's that, going into that, and that's nicely closed. When you're decorating, putting the belly band around these, I've found that it's easier if you've got something inside the box. So I've just got some cards and some envelopes that I'm going to pop in there. It just helps to give the box a little bit of stability. There we go. And put those tabs down, put the lid down, and that should grip closed nicely. Okay. Right, so with the cardstock, I did try and find measurements that I could actually do score lines on using my scoreboard, but it was giving me very precise measurements and it was working out a bit silly. So now I work with the right side of the box towards me. That means the flap opening is at the back. And if you place that centre approximately and do one fold at a time, So I hold the piece in place with that thumb, and then on this side I pinch this round, and then I take that off and make sure it folds nice and straight. Okay, just make sure that is straight, and then I put that back on again. I hold this in place, make sure that that fold is nicely onto the fold of the box, and then push that round like that, and then squeeze that a little bit, and then take that off and fold that nicely. Make sure that's all nice and square. You can do this by giving a squeeze on all four sides at the same time, but I do find you get a better result if you do one at a time. Okay, so now I'm holding this side in place and I'm giving that one a little crease. And then put that back and do the last one. Just give it a little push so it goes round nicely, and then a little bit of squeeze. You can see where you've squeezed it. It gives you enough of a mark there to be able to know where you're going to fold it properly. And then you should find you've got a really nice close fitting, not tight, but close fitting belly band going around there. This belly band is just a decoration. It's not as if it's going to be one that you'll be sliding on and off. Once it's on there, it's going to be on there to stay. So it doesn't matter on this occasion if it's tight. So what I do next is I want to adhere that like that. And what I'm going to use is, I'm going to use my fast fuse, which by the way is on special offer at the moment until the end of, no, this is just for 10 days, isn't it, this one? It's in coordination with the World Card Making Day, which is 10th of October. So from now until the 10th of October, you can buy one of these and you get 2 refills free, which is an amazing offer. Normally, as you know, I do use snail. No, I don't. I normally use Tombow, but the reason I'm not using it on this is because if I let any leak out anywhere and it gets onto the acetate, it's almost impossible to clean it off. So I'm using my fast fuse, and I'm just going to use my mat here. Right, so I'm going to put some on this piece here, and it's just enough to do the edge. And I'm going to bring that over, make sure I'm working from the front of my box. Yep. And then I'm going to line this up, just make sure it's nice and straight. And I'm pulling that so that it fits as nicely as possible. There's a bit of a up and down movement, which is fine. Now, whether you put your cut line at the front of your box or the back, doesn't really matter. I'm going to cover mine up. So first of all, I need one of the gold snowflakes, and I also need one of these little circles to pop on top of it, like that. Now, it would be easier if I just took a punch and punched a circle, but I really do like the stitched shape framelits. So I'm going to use the smallest circle to die cut myself a circle from here. Just make sure that's big enough. Yes, it is. I just bring my big shot over. So that's it, I will get 4 out of that one. These are amazingly easy to make, and the result is quite stunning. I haven't done any punching on here. I mean, you may want to do a tag which says just for you, or you know, something Christmassy, although this doesn't have to be Christmas. This could actually be used for a wedding. because a snowflake is winter, it's not necessarily Christmas. I'm very conscious of the amount of shine that there is on that. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use my fast fuse again and my tweezers. I'm going to put the fast fuse on the back here. And I'm going to pop it on the back, come over the edge a bit. I'm going to pop it on here, and what I'm looking at is to try and get it in the centre, and it's quite easy if you use your grid paper. So you've got this and that snowflake, which are the same, they've both got the diamonds in along that straight line, and then that diamond and that diamond on that straight line. And then, it's not very straight, is it? Right, and then I'm just judging by these patterns. I know that I should have just 2 lines coming up. Right, okay, I've got 2 little lines coming up from that second V on these lines with the diamonds in them. Okay, got that one and that one, that one and that one. They're a little bit different sizes on some of them, but it's close enough to be in the centre, I think. So I'm going to put some more fast fuse on that, and I'm only putting it at the back of the actual circle. And then I'm going to put that on here, and as I've got such an obvious pattern here, I'm going to try and line the squares up. Oh, I should have thought about that when I put the circle on there, but never mind. I'd much rather get the just a minute, concentrate. Right, that's in the centre, that's in the centre. Right, I would much rather have this straight with these uneven. I think that at an angle would be very, very obvious, whereas the snowflake isn't. Matter of opinion, probably. Right, now I need some gold twine. Now this is what I had left over from last year. As you can see, not much. But I am going to just finish this off. And I just need a little piece, because I'm going to put one of the Year of Cheer embellishments on, and these come in a little tub like this, like that, and you get 24. You get 12 gold, 12 silver, you get 2 at that design, and you get 12 of this design, 6 gold, 6 silver. Okay, so I need gold. And what have I used so far? I've used that one, and what have I done with the other one? I've used both of them. Okay, let's use the twiggy bits then. Now there is a right and wrong side. On this one it's quite easy, because on the front you can see these are definite round like berries, whereas on the back they're flat. It's not quite so easy with the stars, but what the easiest place to look out for them is if you look at the back of the circle at the top there, that ring, at the back it does look flat. At the front here it looks quite rounded, but at the back here it looks quite flat. Okay, they're very small to be able to show you here, but if you get these, which I really recommend you do because they're beautiful, you'll see exactly what I mean. So what I'm doing is I'm folding this in half, so I get a little loop there, and then that little loop I'm going to make go through the front of my little embellishment. If it plays hard to get with you, then you may want to just give it a little bit of a push through with your paper piercer. Oh, here we go. Okay, so once it's through, open up the loop and then put those 2 tails through and then pull it tight and make your loop go above the ring on the embellishment. Okay, now you need to decide how low you want this to be, okay, because it's going to be coming out from underneath the bow and you obviously want it to be seen. So if you get yourself a glue dot, pop that in the middle on your circle and then decide where this is going to go. Once you've decided, just let your cord go onto the glue dot and then cut off the top bits. Once we've tied the ribbon around it, we will put another glue dot on there, partly to make sure that this doesn't go walkabout and also to hold the ribbon as well. And I'm using our ribbon that I've forgotten what the name is. That's not the piece I want, is it? Because I cut that and this one's miles too long, but never mind. Yes, we do this in vanilla with gold, and we also do it white with silver. Done right out of the white. In fact, on one of mine, this one, I used our little gingham smoky slate ribbon, which I thought looked quite nice. Right, I wonder if I can tie it with all of that. No, I don't think so. I'll finish up, get myself in such a 2 and 8, so let's cut some off. Right, so what I'm going to do is lay my ribbon flat around my box, and then I'm going to tie it in a bow. I seem to have all of a sudden lost the knack for this. We were doing it in class over the weekend and I was showing the ladies how to do it, and because I'd stopped to think about what I was doing, I lost it. Now, is that the right way or is it the other way? So if I have to think about it, it just goes. Let me see. What I want is for this ribbon to lay flat and just curve over, and then this one to lay flat on here and then curve over that side. Then I am going to hold that one flat. I'm trying to work out, because I did one of them and it just popped undone again and I couldn't remember which way it was that I'd done it, because it was obviously the wrong way to do it, if that makes any sense. Right. Yeah, that is the wrong one. So I was right first time. No, not that one, that one. Right, okay. So what should I remember? Left at the top. I did wedding invitations for my friend's daughter once, and she had 300 of them, and I had to tie 300 bows, and it was a fantastic experience for me, and bows are not normally a nightmare for me anymore, except at the moment. Oh, that's all right, I think. There's something definitely not going right with these. No, it's not tying, is it? Okay, that's twice you've done that wrong. Let's tie it in a knot. Oh, that's what you're not doing right, isn't it? You silly girl. Right. Oh, much nicer. Amazing, isn't it, if you do it correctly? Right. Let's just get these positioned nicely. as well as putting the other glue dot on to make sure the charm doesn't go walkabouts, it would also help to keep this bow in place as well. That's a little bit loose. I wonder if I can tighten it up without losing it. Or should I not push my luck? I'm going to push my luck here. Right, that's a bit loose. Now which one? That's the one I need tightened. And then this one. That's it. Much happier. I'll break that one down so I've got the two tails coming down nicely. Right, that's good to go, I think. Right, so what I'm going to do is get my second blue dot, pop that on top of the gold cord. So that's my charm anchored down safely, and now I'm going to pop my bow on top of that. So that's going to keep my bow safe as well. And I'm just going to cut the ends off. Right, let's push that up a bit, that's a bit wonky. There we go. Just cut these off. Nearly. There we go. So there's our gold decoration on our box. Isn't that lovely? I'm quite modest about this, but it is, I think it's just absolutely beautiful. If somebody gave me a box like this, I'd be absolutely thrilled with it. I'm just bringing these little blocks in to support the boxes. So there we go. There's a gold one without anything in it, a silver one without anything in it, silver with, and where's the gold one with, and here. So there we go. Many thanks for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you give it a try. If you have any comments to make, please leave them in the box below. I'm always happy to help if you've got any queries. And if you would like to purchase any of the products I featured here today, there'll be a link to my 24/7 online Stampin' Up shop in the box below. I will also put in the box below all the measurements and the product numbers and everything of all the products that I've used today. And if you've enjoyed my video and would like to be notified each time I upload a new one, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button. And if you'd like to give me a thumbs up, that would be appreciated too. Many thanks for joining me today. Until next time, happy crafting. Cheerio.